Welcome to a brief overview of the MyMedBot screening solution. This solution offers both a dashboard which the administrators can use to customize and create forms, as well as review the responses coming in, and an application which the employees can use to fill out the forms that the administrators create. During this overview, I'm first going to talk about some of the benefits that you can have if you choose to screen with MyMedBot over conventional Google or paper forms, and then I'm going to go through a demo, both from the perspective of the administrator as well as what the application looks like. To start with, it's worth covering why it's wise to screen your employees in the first place and how specifically a digital screening method is superior to conventional paper or Google forms. The first is that screening your employees not only keeps them safe and makes sure they're healthy and fit to come into work, but it also keeps your patients safe, especially because they're high risk in long-term facilities. Secondly, more and more states introducing regulations making health screening of employees before they come into work a requirement, and doing so by yourselves by, for instance, having people at the entrance screening employees can be both costly and will also consume the time of your employees. Whereas if you automate the process with a digital screening tool like MyMedBot, you'll save both that time and money with regards to screening your employees, making sure everyone is healthy to come into the building. Next, we're going to look at some of the features and aspects of MyMedBot that make it the most sophisticated screening tool on the market. The first is that it's simple and quick to set up, both for administrators and for employees. We also offer free onboarding and customer support throughout your subscription. The second is that you can customize almost every aspect of forms to suit your specific needs. The third is that you can store all of the data going back in time to make sure that you comply with the health regulations now being introduced across the United States. And the fourth is that our product is very reliable. It's been used by over 170 US organizations as well as abroad since August, and we constantly update the product to suit everyone's requirements. Now that we've talked about both the benefits of digital screening in general and the specific advantages of MyMedBot, we're going to hop into a quick demo to demonstrate what the software actually looks like. This is the MyMedBot dashboard, a website you'll gain access to when you begin your subscription with MyMedBot. From here, you can customize and create forms. These forms will be distributed to your employees, and you can see the results coming in, seeing if people passed or failed your set of custom criteria. I've already prepared a daily screening form for us to go through now, screening for symptoms of COVID-19, making sure our employees are healthy and good to come into work. If we click on the Edit Form button, we're going to be taken into the form. And from here, you can customize things like questions that the form asks, the pass and fail protocols, so the messages that your employees will receive if they pass or fail the forms respectively, and also the flagged answers, the criteria by which people pass or fail the form. From this screen, you can also customize the storage policy, depending on how discreet you want to be with the storage of your employees' medical information, as well as, of course, naming the form itself. In the Schedules tab, you can also go in and customize when the form will be distributed on multiple schedules in case you have employees working in different shifts. You can associate these times with notifications as well to remind people to do the forms that you create. Now that we've seen the form customization, we're going to go ahead and look at the results of forms, and you can do that by clicking on the Responses button over here. I'm also going to be streaming my phone with the application, which is what your employees will use to fill in the forms that you create. We'll go through that process now. I'm going to click on Daily Screening Form to begin the screening process. The first screen they'll see is the name of your institution, just so they know that the questions are from you and not from us. We can click on Start, and I'll go ahead and fill in a healthy form. We have none of these symptoms. We do not have a temperature above 100.4 Fahrenheit. We haven't traveled outside the state in the past 24 hours. And we haven't been in contact with a COVID positive individual. Again, these questions are based off the ones we just customized, but you can have whatever questions that you feel is necessary. After reviewing our answers, we can click on Submit, and then based on those answers, we then get a conclusion screen. This one is green, it says completed, along with the pass message that again you can customize to your employees. If you're paying attention on the left here, you can also see where it says new response. If we click on this, it will refresh the table. We can go ahead and see that most recent response here, as well as any custom attributes and the answers to questions should you choose to store them. We also have a trend screen so you can monitor the health of your employees over time, making sure people are both completing the forms and passing them. You can of course interpret this data to make your policies strict or even consider shutting down completely. That was just a brief overview of our product, but if you want to learn more, have a more extensive demo, or discuss your own unique use cases, feel free to email below or contact that phone number, and we can discuss next steps with regards to your questions, your use cases, or even getting you a subscription. Thank you so much for listening.